Yeah, hi, this is Kevin Danaher. We're here at the 2011 San Francisco Green Festival. This is our 10th year anniversary, and you can see from the lineup of people behind me that it's very well attended. This is Sunday, yesterday, Saturday. We had thousands, probably tens of thousands of people, and we've proven this model. It's a two-day weekend event model, and what we want to do now is we want to build on this 10 years of experience in 8 different cities around the United States to create greenmart Eco Mall, the first Eco Mall in America. If you go to any city in the United States and you ask, where's your green everything store where I can see all the green products, that doesn't exist yet. And it's way overdue because the green economy movement is expanding very rapidly. Green building, renewable energy, recycling, composting, salvage products, upcycling, taking things out of the waste stream. What people don't realize is green products, fair trade products, and salvage products are going to have a market advantage very soon because the technology is coming where you'll be able to shoot the barcode of a product with your handheld device and stream a video interview with the worker who made that product and any other information about the backstory of the production process. What was its impact on society and the environment? So that means that our products, the green, the fair trade, and the salvage products, are going to have a market advantage. And the kind of customers who are interested in accessing that information tend to be college-educated, well-educated people who also happen to be higher income people. So it's a great market segment. So we're building on this 10 years of Green Festival now to add a new layer, greenmart, the Eco Mall. We're going to do the first one here in San Francisco, and what we're looking for is investors, and we're looking for a building owner who might be willing to be partnered with us, and then we roll it out to other cities once we've established it here in San Francisco. What I like to call profit, I like to rename it as financial sustainability. What's evolving here at the Green Festival and hopefully in the Greenmart Eco Mall is a different business model, and that is a triple bottom line business model. It's not a single bottom line model of just profit. It's social justice, environmental restoration, and financial sustainability, what's usually called profit. I like the sound of financial sustainability better. And it's a blended value system where we're not going to subordinate social justice and the environment to making money. We're not going to make trade-offs. We're going to avoid greenwashing, all of that kind of stuff, because we're coming from a political activist background. And what you find is when you bring activists and entrepreneurs together, you find out they have a very similar personality. It's get it done yesterday, time to ship product, not wait till next year or next week or whatever. So we're seeing a cultural shift go on within the movement from an ain't it awful system sucks model to a solutionary model. Instead of complaining about what's wrong and pointing out the flaws in the system, we're focusing on building the next system. And it's not good enough for me to have a good organization or anybody else to have a good individual organization. We have to build a movement that can create a new system and build that new system from the ground up. It's not going to come from on high. It's going to come from us at the grassroots. So this is our 10th year here at the Green Festival. Each show in all the 8 cities that we've done these shows in, we gather over 1,000 volunteers, including the speakers like Amy Goodman and John Perkins. These people usually get paid thousands of dollars to speak at an event. They all volunteer. They speak for free. It's one of the reasons we can survive financially. So it shows that people are able to subordinate the money element of the equation to social equity and environmental restoration, and that's part of this triple bottom line blended value kind of business model that's coming about. And we need to get hip to supporting the companies that are developing that model and not shopping at Walmart, not shopping at big box stores, but shopping with locally owned. The problem with transnational corporations is they're not rooted, yeah, they loot. They're not rooted in any local economy. They will move our factories to China, which they did, and they're not democratic, and they're not green. A 2,000-year-old redwood tree isn't a gift of the creator to be preserved for future generations. It's $250,000 worth of lumber on the lumber market, so they kill it. A fish swimming alive in the water has no value. It's only when you kill it and turn it into a marketable commodity. That system will destroy nature's ability to support human life. People say destroy the planet. It's not going to destroy the planet. It's going to destroy us. We can now predict our demise as a species. If the planet's temperature goes up 6 degrees, we're done as a species. Not problems, not some mishaps here and there, but end of species. So the fact that all of this knowledge is coming to us, and we've got the internet, which changes everything, because human communication had two forms: one-to-one, phones were one-to-one, and then radio and TV were one-to-many. The internet creates many-to-many. So you got an acceleration of creativity and sharing. It may be silly cat movies, LOL, but it's still creativity and sharing. And that's why we get this acceleration of change. We have rebellions in the Middle East. We have rebellion in the United States. In Europe, there's now over 1,000 cities around the world where there's some kind of Occupy movement going on, saying, look, instead of having money values rule over the life cycle, we have to have life values rule over the money cycle. We have to subordinate money and commerce to social justice and environmental restoration. And that's going to happen. It's just a question of how long it's going to take. There's this Occupy movement going on, and it's done a bunch of very interesting things. It has reframed the debate. There's many flaws, there's many problems in the Occupy movement, and we're dealing with that. But what it's done is it has reframed the political discussion in the United States from a left-right discussion to an up-down discussion. It has raised the issue of class, and it has raised the issue of how the finance sector has sucked all the capital up into the banks and investment firms, and they're not distributing it, they're not investing it. So these small companies that are here at the Green Festival are starved of capital investment. They all need capital investment to increase their product line, to hire more staff, to do research, to do innovation. So one of the great things about the Occupy movement is that it has put on the national agenda this issue of who controls the capital, how does capital get invested, whether you're looking at immigration or environmental destruction or gender inequity. The issue of how capital gets invested is central to all of those processes. So we need to start focusing on how we get the capital distributed down to the grassroots where it's needed most, not up in the hands of the billionaires. Jim Hightower has a good line where he says, capital is like cow manure. If you concentrate it in a big pile, it stinks. If you spread it out evenly, it makes things grow. So that should be really high on our agenda, is how do we get the capital investment redistributed out to the grassroots level? And that's happening. A lot of groups are working on it, but we've got to accelerate that if we're going to save humanity from itself. That's the main agenda item. How do we save our species from self-destruction? So we want to thank the crowds that came out, the tens of thousands of people that came out to the 10th annual San Francisco Green Festival. We'll be here again next year, also in November, second weekend in November of 2012, and just right after that is the U.S. Green Building Council is going to be having their annual meeting in San Francisco, and people should check out greenfestivals.org, that's our website, and you should also check out sfenvironment.org, that's the website of the San Francisco Department of the Environment, where I was recently hired to run the public education and outreach section, and it's going to be great.